From pain to power, unleashing your inner phoenix. Welcome to a transformative journey where we'll explore the alchemy of turning life's most challenging moments into fuel for extraordinary success. I'm thrilled to share with you the profound insights I gained from my recent interview with Melissa Bryant, a visionary leader who's revolutionizing the landscape of personal development and entrepreneurship. Melissa's work has touched countless lives, inspiring individuals to rise from the ashes of their pain and soar to new heights of achievement and fulfillment. Her wisdom is not just transformative, it's nothing short of revolutionary in its power to change lives and reshape destinies. Now, let me ask you a question that might make you squirm in your seat a little. What's the most painful experience you've ever had? The one that makes your stomach churn just thinking about it. Hold that thought because we're about to embark on a journey that will change the way you view that pain forever. Imagine for a moment that your greatest pain, that experience you'd rather forget, could be the very key to unlocking a life beyond your wildest dreams. Sounds like magic, doesn't it? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into the real life magic of turning pain into passion and passion into unstoppable success. This isn't your typical think positive and everything will be okay pep talk. No, this is about real people who face real gut wrenching challenges and emerged not just surviving, but thriving in ways they never thought possible. It's about the alchemy of personal transformation, where the lead of life's hardships is transmuted into the gold of purpose, passion, and prosperity. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Sure, that sounds great for other people, but my pain is different. My challenges are too big, too personal. Well, I'm here to tell you that no pain is too great to overcome, no challenge too daunting to conquer, and I've got the stories to prove it. Let's start with Bershan Shaw. Bershan isn't just a survivor, she's a warrior of epic proportions. Imagine being told not once, but twice that you have stage 4 breast cancer. For many, that would be a death sentence, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. But Bershan, she looked cancer in the eye and said, not today. Bershan's journey wasn't a walk in the park. It was a brutal, uphill battle filled with pain, doubt, and moments of sheer despair. There were days when the pain was so intense she could barely move. Nights when the fear of leaving her loved ones behind kept her awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if she'd see another sunrise. But here's where Bershan's story takes a turn that'll give you goosebumps. Instead of letting cancer define her, she decided to define herself. She made a choice to no longer be a victim of her circumstances, but to be the author of her own destiny. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, that's great for her, but I'm not facing a life threatening illness. How does this apply to me? Well, hold onto your seats because Bershan's transformation didn't stop at beating cancer. She took that fighting spirit and channeled it into every aspect of her life. Today, Bershan isn't just surviving, she's thriving as a multifaceted entrepreneur and life coach. She's written a book with the kick ass title, You're a Warrior 365 Ways to Challenge You to a Better Life. Let that sink in for a moment. From fighting for her life to challenging others to live their best lives. That's not just a comeback. That's a phoenix rising from the ashes and soaring to heights previously unimaginable. But Bershan didn't stop there. She now conducts empowerment conferences across the country, touching lives and inspiring others to find their inner warrior. Her story isn't just about overcoming cancer. It's about taking the worst thing that ever happened to her and using it as a launch pad to touch the lives of thousands. Now, I know some of you might be sitting there thinking that's all well and good for someone facing a physical challenge, but what about those of us battling invisible demons? Well, let me introduce you to Sarah Gleason, a woman who turned emotional trauma into a force for good that's changing lives every single day. Sarah's pain didn't come in the form of a medical diagnosis. Her wounds were invisible, inflicted by a con man who took advantage of her trust and left her emotionally and financially devastated. Now, raise your hand if you've ever felt the sting of betrayal or the crushing weight of financial stress. I bet there are a lot of hands up right now. Sarah found herself at rock bottom, grappling with crippling self doubt and imposter syndrome as she tried to rebuild her life and start a business. Sound familiar to any of you entrepreneurs out there? But here's where Sarah's story takes a turn that'll make you rethink everything you thought you knew about overcoming adversity. Instead of letting her pain define her, Sarah decided to redefine her pain. She looked at her experience not as a victim, but as someone who had gained valuable insight into the depths of human struggle. And then she did something truly remarkable. She used that insight to help others. Sarah transformed herself from a consultant into a mentor, using her past pain as a roadmap to guide others through their own valleys of despair. Today, she runs a thriving business and a program aptly named Purpose Project, where she helps people find their voice and make a positive impact on the world. Think about that for a moment. Sarah took the very thing that almost broke her and turned it into a tool for healing and empowerment. She didn't just overcome her pain, she alchemized it into a force for good that's touching lives every single day. But maybe you're sitting there thinking, that's great for people who've been through major life crises. But what about those of us just starting out? What if our pain isn't as dramatic? Well, buckle up because I'm about to introduce you to Sam Bregman, a young man who turned a health scare into a business that's revolutionizing hydration. Sam was just a junior in college when he faced a life threatening health scare. Now, for many of us, that would be enough to derail our plans, to make us question everything, but not Sam. He looked at his scary experience and thought, how can I use this to help others? That question led Sam to Found Melts, a startup that offers convenient electrolyte rich strips for immediate hydration. Now, you might be thinking, hydration strips, how is that turning pain into passion? But here's the kicker. Sam's product is making a real difference in the lives of athletes, military personnel, pregnant mothers, and older adults. Sam took a personal health scare and turned it into a solution that's improving lives across diverse communities. He didn't let his experience defeat him. He used it as motivation to solve a problem and help others in the process. These stories, Bashan's, Sarah's, and Sam's, they're not just feel-good tales. They're roadmaps, blueprints for transformation that each and every one of us can follow. They all share a common thread: the refusal to be defined by pain, the courage to see challenges as opportunities, and the determination to take progressive action towards a bigger purpose. But here's the million-dollar question. How do we actually do this? How do we take our pain, our struggles, our darkest moments, and transform them into fuel for success and positive change? Well, buckle up because I'm about to give you a roadmap for transformation that'll knock your socks off. Step one, decide right here and now that you're no longer a victim. This doesn't mean denying your pain or pretending it didn't happen. It means looking your pain square in the eye and saying, you don't get to drive this car anymore. I'm taking the wheel. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, easier said than done. And you're right, this isn't easy. It's a decision you'll have to make every single day, sometimes every single hour. But here's the thing. Every time you make that decision, you're building a muscle. The muscle of resilience, the muscle of self-empowerment. And trust me, that muscle will serve you for the rest of your life. Step two, find your purpose. This is where the magic really happens. Ask yourself, what have my experiences taught me? What unique perspective do I have because of what I've been through? What problem am I uniquely positioned to solve? Remember Sarah Gleason. She used her experience of being conned to help others navigate the treacherous waters of trust and self-doubt. Sam Bregman used his health scare to create a product that's improving lives. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing from the get-go. It just needs to be authentic to you and your experiences. Step three, take progressive action. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's not enough to decide you're not a victim and find your purpose. You got to act on it. Set goals, make plans, take consistent steps towards your vision, no matter how small. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but what if I fail? What if I take action and it doesn't work out? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. Every failure is just feedback, telling you what doesn't work so you can figure out what does. Remember Bashan Shaw. Do you think she beat cancer on her first try? Do you think she wrote a best-selling book on her first attempt? No. She faced setbacks, had bad days, probably wanted to give up more times than she can count, but she kept going. She kept taking action, kept moving forward, even when the path wasn't clear. That's the key, folks. Consistent, progressive action. It's not about taking one giant leap. It's about taking small steps, day after day, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. But here's the most important part of this whole process. You don't have to do it alone. In fact, you shouldn't. Reach out to others who have been through similar experiences, join support groups, find mentors, build a network of people who understand your journey and can offer guidance and encouragement along the way. And as you progress on your journey, don't forget to celebrate your victories, no matter how small they might not seem. Every step forward is a triumph. Every obstacle overcome is a reason to be proud. Did you get out of the bed today despite feeling like the weight of the world was on your shoulders? That's a win. Did you make that phone call you've been dreading? That's a win. Did you finally start that project you've been putting off? You better believe that's a win. Now, I want to be crystal clear about something. This process isn't easy. There will be days when you doubt yourself. There will be moments when you want to throw in the towel and go back to your old ways of thinking. But in those moments, I want you to remember Bashan, Sarah, and Sam. I want you to remember that your pain does not define you. Your response to it does. You have within you the power to rewrite your story. You have the ability to turn your pain into passion, your challenges into triumphs, your setbacks into comebacks. The journey starts with a decision to no longer be a victim, a decision to find your purpose, a decision to take progressive action. So here's my challenge to you. Take some time this week to reflect on your own experiences. What pain have you been carrying? How could you transform that pain into a force for good in your life and in the lives of others? What's one small step you could take today towards that transformation? Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Every person you admire, every success story you've ever heard started with someone just like you, facing their pain and deciding to do something different with it. You have the strength, the resilience, and the courage to turn your pain into passion. You have within you the power to transform not only your own life, but the lives of countless others. Your pain is not your destiny. It's the raw material from which you can forge your greatest strengths. It's the fire that can refine you into the best version of yourself. It's the catalyst that can spark a transformation, not just in your own life, but in the world around you. So I dare you. I dare you to look at your pain differently from this moment on. I dare you to see it not as a burden, but as a gift, a unique perspective that allows you to connect with and help others in ways no one else can. I dare you to take that first step, no matter how small, towards turning your pain into your passion. Because here's the truth: the world needs your transformation. The world needs your unique voice, your unique perspective, your unique passion born from your unique pain. Your transformation isn't just about you, it's about all the lives you'll touch, all the people you'll inspire, all the change you'll create once you unleash your inner phoenix. So go forth with courage. Face your pain, embrace your purpose, take action, and watch as your passion begins to change the world one step at a time. Remember, you're not just turning pain into passion, you're turning pain into power. The power to change your life, the power to lift others up, the power to make a dent in the universe. Now, go out there and unleash your inner phoenix. The world is waiting for your light to shine. Thank you.